Hey guys, and welcome to Yoga with Katie Callan. I got a really quick 15-minute stretch for you guys that we're gonna do standing this time. So we're just gonna start with some body shake, shaking our arms, shaking our legs, start relieving some tension here. Just sending some messages to our body that we're gonna start just loosening up. So once you do your arms and legs, we'll start doing our fingers, piano fingers. Start loosening up our arms and wrists, and you can bring your legs back into this one while you do this one. Yeah, we'll do this for a few more times. And good, relax that down, just get any wiggles out. Start doing our shoulders, some shoulder rolls, start going back. And then start bringing it forward. You know, exaggerate it as you like, guys. Now we're gonna do some neck rolls to bring your chin down. Do some half moons right in front. Bring the chin to the chest, and then send it back. Bring your ear to shoulder to shoulder. And then you can do a full circle if that feels okay on your neck. If it's a little tight, just keep doing little half circles. And just work on areas that you feel are tight. Become aware of where you're holding tension in your body. Good, and pause that. Now we're gonna bring our left ear down to our shoulder and grab our right wrist behind us with our left hand. And so with our left ear still down, I'm gonna pull this hand down. So get a nice shoulder and neck stretch. We're gonna hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Relax that. You can shake it out a little bit, whatever you need. We're going to do the other side. So bring your right ear down to your right shoulder like you're doing a nice little neck stretch. And then we'll grab our left wrist and then just pull the left wrist down towards the ground. Super sunny. Finally. We'll hold this for 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, relax, and you wiggles out. You just feel a difference already, wow. Now we're gonna hug our right knee in towards our chest, bring it in towards the heart. Try to sit up nice, tall and straight, shoulders over hips. If you feel your hips or your tailbone tucking under, pretend like you're arching your back, so you're bringing those hips back. See if you can feel a greater stretch in the leg and the glutes. Good. If your standing leg is a bit wobbly, you can put a little bend in there. Then we're gonna bring our hand to our left hand to our hip and open our hip. Trying to balance here, feeling a nice opening here. Even looking over to the left a little bit for some balance. Try to open up your hips a little bit more. We're bringing the knee up. Try to straighten the standing leg a little bit. Good, now bring the knee slowly back into center, hug it in towards the chest, and release. Good, you can shake out that standing leg. We're gonna alternate legs. So just bring your weight onto your right leg, hug the left knee in, give it a good squeeze, and then again, find that alignment. Your hips underneath your shoulders. Maybe you're bending that standing leg. Front lifted leg is flexed, the foot is flexed. And then we're gonna bring the left knee into our left hand, right hand on hip, and open that leg up. And nice and strong here, even look over to the right. Maybe find a drishti, something still that isn't moving, and try to find stillness through that stillness. Nice balancing here, think about opening the hips a little bit more. Good, now slowly hug that leg in towards the chest. Give it one last big squeeze. And relax it down. Good job, guys. Right, now we're gonna bring our feet a little bit wide here, wider than shoulder distance. I'll step back a little bit. With our feet out, heels in. We're gonna bring our arms out, and then we're gonna inhale, arms up. Lengthen, and then exhale, bend our knees, bend our elbows, goddess pose. Good, we'll do this a few more times. Inhale up, lengthen, exhale, bend. Sink the hips down as much as you can. Inhale, rise, look up, and then exhale, lower. We're gonna stay here and with our knees bent. Now we're just gonna inhale, raise our arms up. Exhale, look to the right, cactus our arms. Good, inhale back to center. Exhale, look to the left, cactus, twisting through the spine. Good, inhale to center. Exhale, right, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, left, sink the hips down on your exhale. Those inhales to center. This time we're gonna put our hands onto our knees and lengthen out of the chest. Push your knees away from you. Bring the left shoulder in, right shoulder back, twist. Just as much as you can, looking over that right shoulder. Then inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Sink the hips down, push your knees open, and lengthen out of the chest. Like twisting through the spine here. Good, inhale back to center. Let's straighten our legs, reach your arms up, feet pointing forward. And then exhale, we're gonna fold forward. You can keep your hands on your hips or just come all the way down. And you can grab the back of your shins and try to pull your torso closer to your thighs. Try to keep your hips lifted. Tailbone here is pointing up towards the ceiling, or the sky in my case. One more breath, deep inhale. Soothing exhale. And let's inhale, halfway lift, hands on our hip. Exhale, we're gonna bend the right knee. You can open up your stance a little bit more and push your hips down and lengthen through the torso forward. Good, we're gonna come back to the center and then bend the left knee. We're just getting some side lunges in. Good, inhale back to center, go to the right. Bending the knee, sinking the hips down, back to center and left. We push your hips down and feel how that even stretches the inner leg a little bit. And you want your toes to keep pointing forward. Good, one more time, back to center. Bend the right knee. Feeling the stretch in this inner thigh area, really get in there. Back one more time and onto the left. Good, we're gonna inhale back to center and come up to standing. Good. We're gonna walk our feet in a little bit so they're about shoulder distance and reach our left arm up and diagonal for a nice little side stretch. Bring the left hand back to the hip and then right arm goes up, side stretch. Just do this a few times. Left, right arm. Good. Leaning over to the right with our left arm and leaning over to the left with our right arm. Good. We're gonna do this a few times, so maybe even stay for a few pumps, just pumping your hand into the air. I do my pumps like twice on one side to really get into that side. Sometimes the second side can be a little bit looser. Get into it a little bit more. We'll do a couple more rounds. Last round. It's raining. Good. And we're gonna bring our right leg forward, step our left leg back, and come into a lunge. We're gonna bend the back knee, hovering over the ground, and straighten, bend, and straighten. 4 and 5. Good. Step that back leg forward. Bring the right leg back so the left leg is forward this time. Keep a nice little bend in the knee, knee over ankle. And then bend that back knee, hovering over the ground. For 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Good. We'll do that one more time. So we're going to bring the left leg back one more time. We're gonna bend that back knee. Make sure the front knee stays over that ankle. We're not moving it. For 4 and 5. Step that back leg forward, right leg back. And we're gonna lower down, hovering the knee over the ground. The grass is extra wet, so I definitely don't want to get wet here. For 4 and 5. Good, step that forward. You can shake your legs out if you'd like. And now we're going to bring our right leg over the ankle right above the knee. So we're doing like a figure 4 here. You can bring your hands onto your ankle and knee and then start to sink down, sending your hips down. Trying to balance here. And then push that knee down so you have that nice stretch in the outer thigh. If it's too difficult for you to get your ankle on top of your knee, you can put it under the knee, avoiding the knee joint. And just try to push that knee open. And then as you bend, the shin pushes the foot away from you. So you also get a nice outer thigh stretch there if your hips are a little more tight. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up straight. And we'll do our other side. So we'll bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh, and then bring your hands onto the knee and the ankle. And just slightly sit back, keeping the torso lifted, the chest lifted up, and then sending your hips down as much as you can, really until you feel that great stretch in the outer thigh. This is kind of like a one-legged chair pose here. And you're sending your hips back. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise. Now we're gonna do a little flow. So we're gonna bring our feet about hip distance apart, bend our knees, sink our hips down, inhale, reach your arms up for chair pose, and stay for the exhale. We're gonna inhale, bring our hands behind us, interlacing the fingers or grouping our thumbs together, pulling our shoulders back, chest lifts, and exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward, keeping the bind. Stay here for the inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, release, let go down. And we're gonna release our hands, bend our knees, inhale for chair pose, and exhale, straighten the legs, Tadasana. Good. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips. Exhale, stay, sink the hips a little bit deeper. Inhale, we're gonna bring our hands behind us, interlacing the fingers, chest lifts, shoulders back. And exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Stay here for one breath, deep inhale. Soothe, relaxing exhale. And release the hands, bend the knees, inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, Tadasana. Good. Now we're gonna get into our hammies. We're gonna bring our right foot forward, left foot back. And the left foot's gonna have a little angle to it. And about a leg's distance apart. We're gonna put our hands into our hips. Make sure the hips are squared forward. Inhale, lift the chest, elbows back. And exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips, leading with the chest. The chest is forward and folding over our foot. Letting the head be heavy down. And bringing the right hip back, left hip forward. And put a slight bend in the front knee if you feel a pinch. Our front leg is externally rotating, so it's going this way towards the right. So I even turn my knee a little bit so that it has a natural little bend there. Back leg is nice and straight. Try to get the hips even. I know it's hard. It really hurts the hammies. This really gets into the belly of the hamstrings. You can stay here or bend the front leg. Okay, with lifting the foot as you bend. And pause. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step your feet together. Good. We'll bring the right leg back this time. Make sure the foot's at a little angle. Left foot is forward. We're going to make sure our hips are squared. forward towards our leg. Inhale, lift the chest, elbows back, and exhale, fold forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. Now this left leg's externally rotating this way. So we want our knee or start pointing that way, and then you feel a nice little natural bend in the back of that knee. You're gonna pull the hip back a little bit to really get into the belly of those hamstrings. You want to try to have a nice flat back here. You don't want to just round forward, because most of us are tight in these hamstrings area, so it can really do some damage to our mid back. Then you can start bending that back knee and lifting the heel and placing it back down. Bend the back knee and lift the heel. Do it a couple more times. Bend the knee, maybe move your foot around a little bit. And really straighten both legs. And inhale, rise. Good job, guys. Step your feet together. Hope you guys enjoyed this little quick stretch without getting too dirty here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.